2 days since impact. It appears that many of my ship's parts have landed in this region. If I can just recover the parts of my radar, I should be able to use my radar screen. How that would improve my chances. Then, I'd only have to press plus to locate my parts.
Which we've already kind of went over.
Yet, there seem to be many hostile life forms here. If I am attacked and my spacesuit takes damage, I must return to my ship, stand in front of it, and press A to make suit repairs. As I explore, I must pay attention to my suit's damage meter in the bottom left corner of the screen.
Howdy Embers, and welcome back to the corner. My name is Heron.
And I'm Gygus.
And welcome back to Pikmin. Today we are hopping into the Forest Naval, and we're actually going to encounter our next set of Pikmin.
Yep. So, I am just going to be preparing today. I am starting off day 3, or day 4.
Well, nope, this is day 3.
This is day 3, okay. So
Yep.
I'm doing day 3, and Heron will be doing day 4.
Yeah, basically, Gygus' really confusing way of stating that he is currently controlling at the moment. Alright, so what we need to do here is we actually need to... Oh, sorry, Gygus is grabbing some reds, and then he's basically just going to dart over, and we're gonna activate our blue onion.
Wait.
It just doesn't sound like an appetizing thing at all. A blue onion.
I don't know, it could be a delicacy in some places.
Oh, maybe. I guess that would make sense. Anyways. Do-do-do-do.
Yay, blue Pikmin. And so I'm pretty much just going to be going back and forth between getting numbers up for blue Pikmin and fighting things.
Yep, we've got a bunch of new enemies, and this is definitely where the difficulty ramps up in the game.
It is a Pikmin of yet another color. Near this one's cheeks is what appears to be a set of gills. This trait suggests to me that the blue type of Pikmin can enter the water without any trouble whatsoever. There is only one way to find out. I will use A to hold 1 and press R to...
To commands, yay! So yeah, that's blue Pikmin's whole ordeal, is they can breathe underwater.
Red bug.
That was perfect timing, and it didn't take any damage.
That would have been so nice.
Yeah, so that bread bug is kind of interesting. Basically what it does is it tries to steal,
Hang on. Ah, dang it.
Nope, that'll work. Just make sure you grab another Pikmin and then throw it on there. So yeah, you can't attack it like a normal enemy. How you have to damage it is you have to overpower the thing that it's carrying, and then this is how you damage it. Yep, it will latch on to the pellet that you're still going with, that you're trying to get, rather. And then you'll damage it by giving it a concussion as it rams its head into the into the port of the onion.
Yep, so I kind of got really lucky that it happened to just be over here.
Yep, and that is why you want to take care of the bread bug, because there is a ship part, the space float. It is an optional ship part. It's not really a boss fight, but there you go. There's a bread bug.
Yay.
Yeah, as I said, if you try to attack it normally, what ends up happening is your Pikmin just kind of bounce off of it.
I dislike the quirky controls.
The quirky controls. What's so quirky about them?
Camera.
Oh, just press, like, forward. Or back. Huh. Yeah, the camera is a little annoying in this game. It gets better with the, with other entries. Hey, your Pikmin are gonna try to carry the space float.
I don't have enough yet.
Nope.
Need a little bit more.
But yeah, no, so, since this is the first Pikmin game, the 3 types, yellow, red, and blue, are our 3 set types of Pikmin for the game. There will be no more sets until Pikmin 2, at the very least. Another new enemy. These are part of the Sheargrub family. These guys are called Shearwigs. Basically, their only characteristic is they attack the same way. The only difference is these ones can fly. So after you get them down to about half health, most of the time what they'll end up doing is they'll start flying, and then you just have to knock it out of the sky, and it's perfectly fine. This other enemy here that Gygus is taking on is called the Fiery Blowhog. They have 2 ways of attacking your Pikmin, but they will not eat them. What they do is they will throw your Pikmin, trying to bounce them off so that way they can line themselves up to being in front of their fire spout, which is just their nose. So yeah, easiest way to defeat these guys, and we'll have different elemental blowhogs in later entries, but for now it's just a fiery blowhog, which you can very easily defeat with red Pikmin.
I'm also kind of just defeating these as they will be clear for Heron whenever he decides to come back here.
Yep, as I stated in the last episode, depending on how long it takes you to come, depending on how many days you spend in another area, depends if you have the same amount of enemies or you have no enemies going back into it. So with our turnaround day, yeah, you should be able to if you just want to play clean up with your blues.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna make them work on this gear while I work on blue production.
Or the other way you can do it is you can go and you can take down the gate now, but it's your call.
I will do that in just a second.
Yeah. But where was I going with that? Oh yeah, so I believe it's 2 days to get a full enemy respawn, but if you go back to the next day, all of your enemy carcasses will be gone, at least the ones that you don't harvest and turn into Pikmin, and so on and so forth. So giving me free run of the land when I come back to the Forest Naval is definitely going to help me a lot, because when we come back here, we've got another 2 boss fights we've got to do.
Yep. Doing great on time right now.
Yeah, you are. Which is fantastic for a lot of reasons. The automatic gear over there is a necessary ship part, so do make sure that you get that. I should explain that there is another obstacle that Gygus worked on a little while ago. It was that twig bridge. Basically, the way they work is Pikmin will build up the stick to wherever it's going to descend from, and then they'll fall off, and since they'll be idle, it's exactly like if you were to dismiss your Pikmin on a different object. So what they'll do is they'll automatically hone in on said object, and then we'll start taking it to wherever it needs to go. Since it's a ship part, it obviously will go back to base.
Yep.
Next are these geysers. There's actually one in the impact site, but basically all they do is they lift Olimar up to the area that he needs to go to. And from there, so the easiest way to circumvent those is to just throw your Pikmin wherever the geyser is going to make you land, and then you can go from there. Next, we got to take down this gate because it's actually kind of sealed off from the base. There's no way of the Pikmin actually being able to get stuff back from that way unless they go the other way around, which is what these Pikmin did. Anyways, automatic gear.
Yay. 6 out of 30 parts.
Sweet, so 6 more to go, and then we unlock the 4th level of the game.
Alright, Pikmin, come here. And we'll have you working on the wall.
Yep. So yeah, this, the Forest Naval is definitely a little bit more of a dreary place. In Olimar's journal entries, what he actually talks about is, when he's talking about the Forest Naval, he states that it's just a random cave, essentially, kind of like a belly button in the middle of the forest, which is why he calls it the Forest Naval. An interesting thing about the journal entries, depending on how much you get done in a certain day, will alter which journal entry ends up becoming the one that you hit at the end of the day. So, if you want to unlock all of your journal entries, just take your time with the game.
Yep.
It's definitely interesting, because it's basically just a captain's log for Olimar. But I still like it. definitely makes it seem like it's actually like survival, which is kind of what the theme of this game is.
Yep. So I'm gonna bring these all the way over.
Yep.
Start getting some more food.
Some more food.
Some more food.
Some more enemy carcasses. Let's see here. This one's pretty close, so yeah, you're gonna want to get those. This is one of the more annoying enemies in the game. This is there are two variations of this, and this is the first one. This is a I can't remember if it's blue or if it's gray. I think it's just a gray Wollywog, but it again also doesn't eat your enemies. Man, you are not doing well.
I'm trying.
Easiest way to handle this enemy is hold call all of your Pikmin back because you're just gonna kill them all. So if you call the Pikmin back, guide it towards away from the blowhog and then swarm it. So use the control stick and then swarm it when you get a second. It's gonna go up again.
It's not wanting to.
Nope. So you just
It's not wanting to do the thing.
Are you pushing up on the other control stick?
Yep.
You should be.
It's not working.
I don't know why it's not working. All right. Well, Wollywog is fine now, I guess. But yeah. Now the easiest way to do it is to use that that signaling command, almost
come here.
That cadence command wave, and then just wrapping your Pikmin around it. It'll weigh it down enough, and then they'll just the Pikmin will start going from there. As I said, there is another variation of Olimar, and we won't encounter those until the Distant Spring, which is the level after this one. Hey,
Just trying to get at least one enemy defeated.
that works.
There we go.
This is another way that you can deal with it.
Spam it.
It's fine. Yeah.
There we go.
Ultimately, one of the biggest things about Pikmin is, unless you want to get, until you get decently good at the game, I would recommend just accepting the fact that some of your Pikmin are going to die.
Yep.
And it definitely does make it a lot easier and a lot less stressful. And it just makes the game more fun overall.
Yep. We're gonna take all these Pikmin back.
Yep. Pretty decent way about it. Let's see here.
There is one more part I can actually get right now.
Yep. And you're just gonna need your blues for that. And since you already took down the wall, you should be done in pretty decent record time. Which actually will allow us to show off another feature that I'll get into a little bit later. Yeah, there's a lot. I forget how many ship parts are in the Force Naval. I think it's 10. There's a decent bit.
Not sure.
Come
here, Pikmin.
But it is a very, very big level, and it is the biggest up to this point, but it is not the biggest level in the game. As I said before, the biggest level in the game is the Distant Spring, and it also houses the hardest boss fight in this game. Funnily enough, it is completely optional.
I'm gonna get this for future-wise, because you're gonna need it.
Yep. Just got a bomb rock cluster over there for yellows, and there are a decent number of walls that we're going to be using.
I'm just gonna meet them back up.
Yep.
They got that.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, that's basically it for day 3. There's not much else you can do with how little time you've got left.
Nope.
So as soon as Gygus gets the number 1 Ionium jets back to base, we'll probably just go ahead and end the day there, depending on if there's extra time or not. Yeah, I don't think you've got enough time to grab any of these carcasses. They're kind of just going to be there.
Might have enough time to get one.
Yeah, maybe. Actually, yeah, you should have enough time to at least get that one. But yeah, no, day 4 is kind of interesting. What I'm planning on doing is heading back to the impact site and finishing off that level. Because there are only 2 ship parts there, and as we stated before, you cannot get the second ship part until you have blues, which is the entire point of Gygus's attempt at boosting population levels.
Yep.
Which you didn't do too bad of a job.
Nope, I actually got more than I was expecting to get done today.
Yep, which I always appreciate. Yeah, we're moving right along schedule, which would be perfect, because that means by the end of this This episode, we will have 1 of 5 areas 100%ed. So fun fact about Pikmin as well. Oh, here we go. Ionium Jet. Yay!
If it's damaged, I'll be in dire straits. I will have to run a system check as soon as I can. 8 parts. Yay.
8 parts. Oh yeah, we have 8 parts. Sorry. So fun fact about Pikmin in the ground. When Pikmin are in the ground, they cannot be harvested by predators, which means that they will be here when we come back to the Forest Naval.
Yep.
Alrighty, and just to... Yeah, so this is the last little feature that I was mentioning before. At any point, if you deem that you've made enough progress for the day, you can end the day at any point you want to. You can also stop and start and restart and everything and as long as your Pikmin are idle in base, that final whistle with Olimar will send them back to their onions at the end of the day. So, theoretically, we shouldn't have any deaths. Let's see.
Unless there was one straggler, but I don't... Oh,
there was one straggler! No!
Flop.
Oh, well.
Alright, 3 days since impact. Deep in the cave I discovered in the forest, I encountered blue Pikmin. These blue fellows have something resembling gills on their cheeks, and they appear to be amphibious, surviving both in water and on land. The wonders of nature never cease to stun me, even in this alien land.
Yay! Wow, you lost a lot of reds today.
Yeah, but that was to be expected.
Yeah, it's okay. But yeah, no, we've got decent levels, and we've got about 40 Pikmin in each besides our yellows, which is at 13, so this is not too bad. Sweet. Alright. We will save, and now, as I said, we will go back to the impact site. Whee!
To get the final ship part.
For this area, at least.
Hey, there's a way to grow Pikmin right there, the 10 pellets.
Oh yeah, we've also got 20s littered throughout the land as well. So what I'm going to do here is... I'm just going to gun with the blues. And the yellows. And we'll move from there.
Yep. Not really sure what else to really talk about. We pretty much covered all the basics of this game. Yeah, I don't know why it was working for you. It wasn't working for me.
Were you holding down the L bumper?
I was not.
That's what it was.
Okay.
So yeah, we are playing, if it wasn't clear already, we are playing the HD version on the Switch. So Gygus isn't used to a whole lot of the controls. He's also just not used to Pikmin 1 in general.
No, it's been a while since I played it.
I guess I could go over this real quick. This is an iridescent flint beetle. Basically, they're completely harmless enemies. How you attack them is you just throw them over, and they'll... oh, we got 2 of them! They're a lot more useful in later entries in the game, but they'll flip over, they'll give you pellets, nectar, all sorts of stuff. Since we don't really need any of that right now, though, I'm just going to kind of ignore them. Alright, so we'll go ahead and send our yellows over to some bomb rocks. Okay, come on, bombs. Come on, do things. Okay, I think we've got all the ones we want. Okay, and then we will go and we'll throw Pikmin up here so I don't have the world's hardest time trying to get them through the box bridge. Alrighty, here we go. And then we got another gray wall here, so we'll go ahead and drop 3 bomb rocks. And then that'll be enough there. Fantastic. Alrighty. And then while we're doing that, we'll go ahead and grab these other bomb rocks, and we'll blow down this gate.
Yay, progression!
Booyah! And now, since this entire area over here is infested with water, we'll grab our blues. And this is our ship part, but it is encased in an enemy called a pearly clamp. As the name entails, it will try to crush our Pikmin. So the easiest way to do this is
Chomp.
Wait for it to stabilize, and then as soon as it starts opening back up, get it there. and then whistle your Pikmin. You basically just rinse and repeat until you beat it. Nice and easy.
One more.
Yeah, this is the only one we're gonna center on for this day.
Positron generator. Yay.
Yay, positron generator. This is, again, actually another optional ship part. At least I believe. At the end of the game, actually, I think it's before or after the credits, it gives you a full in-depth breakdown on which pieces are necessary and which ones are optional. So that way you can kind of try to speed run the game at your own leisure, and so on and so forth. As I was saying before, the other pearly clams have pearls in them. I forget the exact yield Pikmin they actually give you, but I always kind of just avoid them. I don't really see any. They're very nice, and they do give you a decent amount of Pikmin, but there's so many pellets around here, it really doesn't make much of a difference.
Yeah. I would go and get the rest of those big pellets up there. If
Already
possible.
planning on it. And actually, I want to grab 30 reds. And we'll go from there. They're going to do that. We've got plenty of blues. And then these guys, we're going to need to go from there. So, since they already opened up that geyser for me, I'll go ahead and horribly misthrow all of my Pikmin. Yeah, so as I was explaining geysers a little while ago. Actually, those Pikmin are going to slide off, aren't they?
Probably.
It's fine. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Yay, positron generator. 3 more ship parts to go. All right, and then as our blues move forward from here, what we'll do
A little twig.
We'll grab them. And I guess we'll just throw more blues.
There's a twig right next to you. You could probably just put them all on that.
Yeah, it is another option. I personally just like throwing them. It really doesn't make much of a difference. The nice thing about the Switch version and the Wii version of Pikmin is it is in real-time recognition with your thumb and your button press. So with that in mind, however many times you actually hit the button is in fact how many Pikmin you will throw at certain objects. Which I know that doesn't sound like a super big deal, but considering that this game was released on the GameCube and it being like that, what's the word? Reactive, it definitely is a lot better for its, it's a very easy to spot improvement, I guess is a decent way of saying that. But yeah,
alright.
So once I get these 10 pellets, we will go forward, marching. And then yeah, at this point it really doesn't matter which crop of Pikmin get what, so I'm just gonna break stuff away, and then we want to make sure that we get the proper yield. So we'll send 2 reds on that guy, 2 yellows on this one. Okay, why did you go for the blue? What? Pikmin AI at its finest, right there. Alrighty, now that I have the rest of these, what we'll probably do is grab these others, and since we have 100 Pikmin out in the field, the rest of the Pikmin will spawn inside of the onion, which actually saves us on plucking time, which is kind of nice. So I'm trying to see how many of each I've got here. I have at least 20 reds. Yep, and then how many yellows do I have? That doesn't help me at all.
You have 12.
Should have, yeah, okay, 12, and then that means I just need to put 8 blues away. There's plenty. Then I can get my yield from the others. Wait. And we'll grab the rest of the yellows. I really only need 20. Sweet. Now we'll go over here and we'll go get the other 20 pellets for the reds and the blues. Or reds and the yellows, rather. I do really like the soundtrack of this game.
It's very like childish and like quirky.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this game isn't meant to be violent at all. For the most part, at least. In later entries, it does get a little violent, but For example, like Pikmin 2 is not only the hardest game in the franchise, it is also, I would say it's probably the darkest. Just with, because the whole theme of Pikmin 2 is dungeon diving and all those things. So you spend a lot of time underground, and so it's already giving you that sense of like morning for daylight. And you encounter some pretty terrifying predators and enemies in Pikmin 2 as well, including self-destructing ones.
Yep.
But that's enough about Pikmin 2. I think the rest of this day, after I get this yield here, is just going to be looking for grass spots. Okay, you missed. No.
Yep, but you're essentially getting all the Pikmin population up for whenever I do day 5.
Yep, that is the goal.
Which will be a lot of fun to do.
Yep. You've got 2 boss fights you've got to do.
Yep, so that's going to be interesting. The burrowing snagret and the cannon beetle.
Yep, which we'll go into more detail about what those are. I will say that my second favorite boss fight in the Pikmin franchise, at least as far as enemies are like repeatable boss fights are concerned, is definitely got to be the burrowing snagret. I really like those, but my favorite actually has my favorite boss in the newest entry in the series, which is Beady Longlegs, which is a boss I will be taking on in the Forest Naval. So I'm very, very excited about that. But yeah, a lot of the boss fights in this game are really fantastic, and I should say this, even though we have 100%ed the impact site moving forward, this is not the last we will be seeing it. We are actually going to make we're going to come back 2 days for it, because there are some optional boss fights that we can take on in 4 in-game days. So day 8 forward, we can take on these optional bosses in the impact site, which will be pretty fun.
Yep, so another question is, when do you expect us to actually complete? Like, what day?
So it really depends on how much we get done with the distant spring, because that is such a massive area, and a lot of the ship parts are pretty intricate to get. So I would estimate we're probably going to be done around day 11, day 12.
Which is pretty good.
I would like to think so.
Well, we're pretty much almost halfway there if you think about it in terms of days.
Yep. But I would love to be able to do it in less than half the allotted time limit for the game, because I've actually never done that before. Come on. There we go. Yeah, we're reaching the part of the game where the Pikmin are just going to continuously get stuck in very stupid ways.
Yep, that's just Pikmin.
Yeah, Pikmin AI at its finest, as we stated. I love that a blue fell down right as I was saying that. Thanks for proving my point, game. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. I dropped some consonants there, I guess. It's okay. Yeah, I'm just cleaning up pellets around the around everywhere, really. Looks like we've got another iridescent beetle. Let's see if we can get some nectar. Come on, nectar! Yay, nectar! Ooh, a 5 pellet, nice.
It's bullying this poor beetle.
Yeah, after a while, you do, it does just kind of give up, which is nice. But as I said, in later entries into the game, it does have significantly better things, because every game from this point forward will have these things called potions, which will boost a couple of different things. Because there's the ultra spicy spray, which boosts your attack power and speed of your Pikmin, and then there's the ultra bitter spray, which actually immobilizes your enemy. Whichever you use it on. Unfortunately, the bitter spray is only in Pikmin 2. But in all fairness, it would kind of break Pikmin 3 and 4. So.
Yep.
Let's see if I can get some more of these, and then I think that's probably going to be it as far as pellets are concerned. I guess there's a couple over here. Yeah. Actually, I might have enough time to go take on another pearl. Just so we can see what exactly it does.
Gonna be cutting a little close in terms of time.
It's fine. I think we'll be okay. I guess what I can do for sure here is gun for these nectar splotches here.
Get all your
Get all the
Pikmin
flowers.
flowered up.
Yep, get them all flowered up for you so you can use them during your boss fights.
Oh, that should be very helpful. Because flowered Pikmin are faster and
Stronger, faster, stronger, and they're also just significantly more, they're just better in every way, shape, and form, because even their AI actually kind of improves with the level of Pikmin they're at. Because you notice, when we're running around, every now and then a Pikmin will fall or trip or anything like that. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to have enough time, but I guess I can show off what the pearls, as I said, you fight them the exact same way we did the other one, and wow. Now you understand why I've been throwing my Pikmin up there. And I think that actually just secured my fate. I can't do anything else today.
Yep.
Alright, so we will see 57 yellows. That's not too bad. And unfortunately, I'm going to be sacrificing most of those guys in day 6 in the Forest Naval against Beady Longlegs.
Yep. Over 100 red Pikmin, too.
Yep, and we should have, just about 90 blues, which is plenty.
Yep, so I think we did pretty good for these past couple days.
Yep, the yield wasn't too bad. And just in case you don't believe me that we've 100%ed this level, there are no ship parts! No stars!
Yay!
Yeah, and even though the countdown is ominous, I can press the right button.
There you go.
I'll just go ahead and end the essay. We'll end the sunset right there, and we'll skip the ending cutscene. Boom.
And we will pick this back up in the next episode. I hope you guys all enjoyed. If you like this, be sure to subscribe. We have more content on this channel, and we're uploading about 5 times a week. So
yeah, we've got
plenty of content to watch.
We got other series like Stardew Valley, Skyward Sword, and Overcooked, and possibly some new stuff coming up later eventually as well.
All right, and hope you guys all enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one.
Alrighty, have a great day. Deuces.